All right, welcome back to the shop, guys. This is 5 tips for beginners when choosing an axe head. Tip number 1, avoid severely damaged heads. Avoid heads with excessive mushrooming on the pole and the eye. Both of these issues can cause the eye to deform or crack in extreme cases. Sometimes you can't see this in pictures on eBay. Also, stay away from heads that need a lot of work on the bit. Here's why. Starting out, you need to focus on getting a tight, straight hang with your head. And trying to fix these other issues can be overwhelming and cause you to lose focus on the priorities. It doesn't matter how good the axe head looks. If it's loose and it's not aligned, it can be dangerous and it can be ineffective. All right, tip number 2. Consider choosing a hatchet for your first build. It just takes a lot less time, effort, and money to put together a hatchet than it does a full-size axe. All right, number 3. Avoid heads that have ridges in them. So there's a lot of factors that these ridges complicate, and it really does deserve its own video. Now I'll say it again, these ridges, they make it very difficult to get a good, tight, straight hang unless you know what you're doing. With that being said, if you know how to hang these properly, they're very effective. All right, number 4. Stay away from a misaligned eye. Now, if you're buying online, it can be hard to spot this issue in the photos. And if you can't clearly see that the eye is straight, ask for a better picture or don't buy it. Some eBay sellers are notorious for hiding all these issues that we're talking about. Now, the misaligned eye, it can be dealt with. It just takes a lot more work. All right, number 5. Choose a head that you really want to work with. None of the issues that we're talking about here matter if you don't want to work on that head or if you're not going to use that head. At the end of the day, if you're just looking for a tool, it's probably going to be cheaper and more effective for you to go buy a good American-made axe, brand new, than it is to restore a vintage axe head. When you take into account how much time and the cost of vintage heads, a lot of the time it can be cheaper just to buy a brand new axe. So if you don't have a head that you have a connection with, that you're going to use, and that you're proud of, maybe just consider buying a new one or wait for the right head to come your way. Hey, if you like what you're seeing, do me a favor and hit that like button. It really does help the channel. So you've made it this far, you're probably going to be interested in the next videos that are coming up. So this is the first video of a series of videos that I'm going to do to help kind of guide beginners in their path to restoring and working on vintage axe heads. So next week I'll have another video up and it'll be going over handles.